welcome everyone. Welcome to Born for the Trades, a home service podcast, and I'm your host, Mandy Bala. Today, we have someone who is operating at a level most people only read about. Manuj Aggarwal. He is the founder and chief innovation officer of TetraNoodle Technologies, an elite AI engineering company that has touched over 10 million lives and generated over more than 500 million in value. His work has been recognized by President Obama and Bill Gates, published in the Mensa Research Journal, and presented at the United States and Cornell University. But today's he is here to talk about something that hits close to home for every trades business owner listening: AI, poverty, and the sovereignty gap. This one is going to make you think differently about where you stand in the AI revolution. Let's go. Welcome to the show, Manuj.
Thank you for that great introduction.
Yeah, absolutely. My pleasure. It's good to have you. I'm glad that we got connected on social media and you're producing massive content related to AI. You have impacted millions of lives, generated revenue. It's impressive. And we want to just start with your journey, just like maybe 1 or 2 minutes you want to touch base who you are, what
Mhm.
you have done, like your journey. That will
Sure,
matter a
sure.
lot to the audience.
Yeah. I mean, before the interview, we were talking, right? Like, so I grew up in India, in Punjab, small town, Jalandhar. And 35 years ago, it was a pretty tiny place, not a lot of opportunities. There was just like one community college for boys and one community college for girls. So I sort of joined whatever was available. But then I fell in wrong company. I started doing drugs and things like that, and dropped out in first 3 months. And then just trying to figure out what to do with my life, and always was a troublemaker, introvert, and somehow I found my way into computers and technology and software, and I really fell in love with technology because being an introvert, it's easy to talk to the machines rather than humans.
Right. Right.
And one thing led to another. Came to Canada in 1998. It was the dot-com boom time, so
Right.
I got into the industry very easily, very quickly. But then dot-com bust happened, so I lost 4 jobs around 2001, and then that forced me into entrepreneurship, starting my own company, building products for startups, for
Mm-hmm.
corporations like Microsoft, IBM, T-Mobile. And I started getting into AI around 2005. So now I have 4 patents in AI,
Nice.
and the fifth product or platform that we have created, called AI Merge, is scientifically reviewed and published in the Mensa Research Journal. So that's a little bit of my journey.
Love it. Love it. That's amazing. Yeah. What a great journey. Coming from India and now in Canada, into AI. Great. Great. You have touched over 10 million lives and generated 500 million in value through AI. What did this all start for you? What was the problem you originally set out to solve?
Yeah. See, just like there are specific industries which touch large populations, like you are in home services industries. Everybody needs HVAC. Everybody needs, furnace repair, whatever home
Yes.
services. So it touches a large population. So what I always look for is, okay, what product or what industry should we impact that it will touch many lives. So a few industries that I really dug deep into were education. So we created a platform that was serving over 5 million students across the world. Even more now, like I think it should be like around like 10 to 15 million easily, but back then it was 5 million students across the world. And then healthcare was another one where we did a lot of work in healthcare. And obviously the products and the platforms that we built, they were adopted first in the province of British Columbia. So British Columbia is a quite large province here in Canada, and then Canada wide, and then internationally as well. So these are just like rough estimates that impacting people through education, that's around 5 million impacting people through healthcare, around 5 million. But I think the actual number is much bigger. I
Right.
just like to be a little bit more conservative.
Yeah, love that. Love that. That's
Mhm.
great. I think most people hear like AI engineering company and think big tech and like Fortune 500 corporations. Who are you actually building for and why does that matter?
Mm. You see, this is a paradigm shift now, that what we are talking about. What is happening in front of our eyes? We are not noticing it yet, but in a few years we will. It will be clear to most people. Um, there is no longer these categorization of Fortune 500 or small medium business, because AI as a technology is a universal technology. So it's, think of it as electricity or think of it as fire. We
Right.
don't say, okay, we are producing electricity for Fortune 500. Maybe they have a different high voltage equipment that needs a specific type of
Yeah.
electricity, but generally for normal use, it's the exact same electricity that the hydro station or the nuclear power station produces.
Right.
It just gets distributed through different channels. So AI is a general purpose technology that serves all industries. The key is to recognize how to utilize this technology and how to interface that with the humans using this technology, because
Hmm.
unlike any other technology, you can take the car, you can take the crane, you can take a hammer, anything else.
Right.
It's an external entity to the human being. Like, we use the technology to do something.
Right.
But AI is the first technology that interacts with your mind, and it
Yes.
actually starts to impact how your nervous system reacts to the world.
Right.
So once you understand neuroscience, AI, and that is why the work that we do is spread across 13 or 14 fields of study, including neuroscience, including psychology, because AI is such a technology that we need to understand these things. So once you understand it, and then you can say, okay, this is how one human being or a group of human beings will use this technology to get the output that they're looking for. Those are first principles, foundational knowledge, right? So once you
Right.
understand that,
Right.
then you can apply it for a solopreneur. You can apply it for a small business. You can apply it for a Fortune 500 company. You can apply it for a government,
Right.
any other entity. So that's how we look at things and design AI technologies.
Great, great. Yeah, I think a lot of people they are scared, and those who are actually implementing AI, especially with like trades, they gonna be like dominating in their markets. Those are like builders. They are going to build something which is like I think people are shying or just like they are scared of. So is AI? I think AI poverty we are talking about. So I'm really excited to ask this one. So is AI poverty something that happens to people who ignore technology, or can a business owner be trying to adopt AI and still fall into it?
Yes, 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 yes. So let's look at what is happening. So there is something called a poverty line, internationally kind of like agreed upon, that if you make certain amount of money, like I think it's 50 cents a day or something like that,
Yeah.
if you make less than that, you fall below the poverty line. Okay. And
Hmm.
this poverty line is sort of directly proportional, directly related to your ability to generate value in the world, meaning, you know do you have any specific skill sets to generate income? Do you have any connections? Do you have
Right.
any you have high IQ or something along those lines? And if you have those things, then generally you fall above the poverty line, because you can generate your own income and everything. Now what is happening is most people are going to apply the same logic and say, hey, I'm smart, I have high IQ, I have connections,
Right.
and I should be able to move up above the AI poverty line. But that
Hmm.
is not the case, because IQ and our ability to generate problems is no longer an advantage,
Hmm.
because everyone has the same kind of intellect by using AI.
Yes.
Everybody has a genius level IQ.
Right.
So, what will differentiate our ability to rise above the AI poverty line? Remember, I'm not saying the regular AI, the
Yeah.
poverty line. There is a new poverty line, AI poverty line, above
Yeah.
which people will rely on their decision quality.
Yeah.
So, if you and their regulated nervous system, meaning they can see things clearly and make the right decisions at the right time.
Right.
So an example will be like if you're a fan of any science fiction movies, Star Trek, Star Wars, you will notice that those characters in those movies, they don't do anything by themselves,
Hmm.
right? They just say, hey, oh hey, R2D2, go attack this ship or whatever, and get do this work while
Right.
I will monitor what is happening and make the right decisions.
Right. Yeah,
You see.
absolutely. Yeah. Hey, real quick, if you're in the home service space and you care about getting more calls, more jobs, and actually growing this year, don't skip this. First up, broccoli. This one's a game changer. While you're out on a job, asleep, or just missed a call, Broccoli's AI voice agents are answering your phones 24/7, booking jobs, following up on estimates, and even dispatching texts in real time. No more missed leads, no more will call you back. It plugs right into tools like Service Titan, and you can even match the AI voice to your brand. It's basically a full-time receptionist team without the overhead. Check them out at broccoli.com. Next, grow nearby. This is where things separate, because getting leads is one thing, but becoming the company everyone remembers, that's a different level. Grow Nearby helps home service businesses dominate their local market with high-end content, paid ads, and real strategy behind it. Not random posting, not guesswork. A system built to consistently bring in qualified leads while building a brand that actually stands out. If you're tired of blending in and ready to become the go-to name in your area, go to grownearby.com and take a look. And of course, grow reviews, because you can be the best. But if nobody sees it, it doesn't matter. Grow Reviews helps you collect real video testimonials from happy customers, the kind that instantly build trust and close deals before you even show up. They make it ridiculously easy to capture and showcase those real customer moments that sell for you. If you want more trust, more credibility, and more book jobs, head to growreviews.com. All right, now let's get back into it.
The human mind is not capable of doing this inherently, because society today has been set up to go deep in one area but not think broadly. Okay.
Makes sense.
So this is kind of the way that what we have in my company. I have created this new kind of like how can I say it? New asset called
Hmm.
human general intelligence. So the whole AI industry is running after artificial general intelligence, AGI,
Yeah.
which they will achieve in a couple of years. But imagine if you have such a powerful AI and your mind is full of daily
Yeah.
problems, you will not be able to use AGI. So in
Right.
order to use AGI, you need human general intelligence, HGI, and then when you combine it, then you become unstoppable.
Love it. Love it. Love it. That's amazing. On a side note, I'm also Bollywood fan. You
Hmm.
look like, I don't know if you have ever got this compliment. Have you heard about Ashish Vidyarthi? You look like,
No,
no?
no, I know. No,
No. Yeah.
no.
It looks like, I'm talking to Bollywood celebrity too. But yeah,
Oh.
side note. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. And I think this is
Mm.
what people, I think that's the gap. Like, how fast is this gap widening, and what happens to the businesses on the wrong side of it over the next 3 to 5 years?
Mm. It's exponential curve. You don't see it until you kind of like until you actually see the effect. So I'll share a few things, right? One is, don't get mistaken by the noise about AI agents, automation. This is happening. This is actually a tsunami. So if you understand, in 2011, Japan experienced a tsunami, right? A
Yes.
lot of devastation was caused, because when a tsunami hits, most people are not even prepared what the hell is going on.
Right.
They just So AI is a tsunami of epic proportions that is going to wipe out industries and create new ones.
Wow.
Okay. And how far behind people are, I'll give you some simple examples, right? Look at the Forbes richest people,
Mm-hmm.
top 100.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you about 85 of them can directly attribute their wealth to when did they start using AI.
Hmm.
Okay. So
Yeah.
people have this misconception that chat GPT is AI. No,
No.
AI has been around since 1960s.
Wow.
And people who and I started implementing AI systems in 2005. So people who started using AI very earlier on, they started compounding their wealth.
Right.
Okay. Now
Hmm.
look at the richest person, Elon Musk. Okay.
Yeah.
He is managing, I think, five or six companies.
Right.
Space.
Yeah.
So SpaceX became the first private space company, and it's doing work for NASA. Um, uh, Tesla was launched around like 2005. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Today, Tesla is bigger than Ford, Chrysler, and GM combined.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. It is.
And these companies have been in business for at least 100 years.
Yeah. 100%.
Okay. Now take another example. Jeff Bezos started Amazon in 1997,
Right.
and Walmart was the biggest retailer by far. And Walmart started about, I think, 70, 80 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. And Amazon became the number one retailer within like 15, 16 years.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
true.
So when you ask me this question, are people behind? You can just look at these examples and you
Yeah.
can see what happens when you do not pay attention, how fast people move.
Fast people move. Love that. Love that. I think this has been AI has been existed. It's just that we haven't applied, and those people, those who are like big shots now, they have been using it. It's not new to them, right? So
Yeah. The other thing is, I will also add here, people, they when they implement AI on something, they become quite excited that, oh, look, I used to make one social media post, it used to take me 2 hours, now it take me 5 minutes,
yeah,
you know but they are scratching the surface. So it's like you have a deep ocean of there where you can find invaluable pearls,
Mm.
but you just collect a little bit of pieces on the top and you say, oh my god, like this is amazing. But
yeah,
you if you go 10 meters deep, you will find a giant pearls. If you go 100 meters deep, you will
the
find like war chest full of more and more wealth and more um,
treasure out
treasure.
there.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, this is amazing. Yeah, good stuff. Now I've been diving into built a lot of AI systems for our internal purposes and for home service industry. The deeper I go, I look at wow, like this is something I should have done it a long time ago. I know we have 8 minutes. I'm gonna dive into our AI in the trades with you. So our next segment. So HVAC, plumbing, electrical, and home services. These are hands-on businesses. Where does AI actually fit in, and what problems can it realistically solve for a trades owner right now?
Yeah. First of all, let's take this misconception that these are hands-on industries. Everything is going to be automated. Trust me on this. The second
Okay.
thing is, uh, the home industry is primarily a relational industry, meaning
Right.
the person is going to talk to the homeowner, and their success will rely on how well they have understood the problem and
Yes.
how well they have understood the client, right?
Yes. 100%.
Looking at the site, giving the right estimates, making sure that the work is done as per specification. It can pass the security. The equipment that they use, there is no errors in there. The parts that they order, all of these are very, very small little details that people have to take care of so that they can serve their clients best, right?
Right. Right.
Now, all of these things can slowly be the realm of AI, and you can just take a few pictures or video, or even in a couple of years, you will be able to send your robot and say, "Hey, go survey the
Do you
site,"
think
and
that can happen? Like robots can do like, pressure
absolutely,
washing, like, HVAC,
absolutely,
maybe plumbing jobs, right?
absolutely, better than humans, better than
Better than
humans.
humans.
Yes,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. That's
So,
that's
so the
amazing.
job that will be remaining for the owner of the services company is to get really, really good at building relationships with the customers.
With the customers and robots, they can do the job. They can
Yeah.
replace. I know. I think this home service industry, they have been saying that no robots can actually replace what they have been doing, but I think that's the future. That's the future
Yeah.
right there.
Well, so
It's
let me just quickly address that. The taxi drivers around the world used to say, "Oh, nobody can take away
yeah.
our." Before that, hotels used to say, "Oh, nobody is going to stay in somebody else's home." But then Airbnb came.
Yes.
It's only when we, as humans, we only, when some other industry is disrupted and it provides convenience to me, I'm okay with that. Like I can take out my Uber app and I can get a car. But if
Yeah.
I was a taxi, if I had a taxi company, then I will say, "Oh, no, 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 Uber will not be able to take my job." But that's the blind spot that we all have.
Wow. Yeah. I think that's the, like, era where people are not ready, but yes, this is gonna happen. Thanks for sharing. A lot of like trade owners are either intimidated by AI or think it doesn't apply to them. Like which misconception is more dangerous?
Uh, So both of them are same thing. They are avoiding. They are
Okay.
avoiding because human nature is when there is an unknown darker side, we try to hide from it. We try
Yeah.
to stay away from it. So it's the same thing. Like they are either scared, which is lack of knowledge, and
Right.
they say it's not going to affect it. It's like denial.
Yeah.
Okay. So the right thing to do is not to hide from it, not to be scared from it, because life is constant change. The only constant in life is change. So this
Right.
is a big change coming. The idea is to prepare for it. The idea is to listen to experts like both of us, or work with people who understand this technology so that you can be well prepared. So when a tsunami comes and there is a tsunami signal, you either say, "Oh, I'm going to just stay here, let nothing's going to happen to me," but that is denial. Rather than that, you need to find a higher spot,
Yeah.
or get a life jacket, or get on a boat or something like that. That will be a better plan rather than saying, "Oh, this is not going to affect me."
This is not going. Yeah. I think better be like, prepared to like, regret later. Love that. What's the one AI application you would tell every home service business owner to implement before anything else or anything custom?
The key is to use AI chat, any platform. But really, this is going to sound strange. Get really, really good at human interaction and human communication. Use these platforms. Let's say if you are having a conversation with a client, take the recording of that conversation, upload it into ChatGPT, and say, "Tell me how I can improve my communication with my
Hmm.
clients." That is the best way to start using this thing.
Start using. Love that. Love that. We're gonna wrap up with our last question here. 5 years from now, what does the trades business, like, landscape look like for owners who took AI seriously versus those who didn't?
I think the people who are going to take AI seriously, they will grow by 10x to 50x in the next 5 years. And obviously, people who do not take this seriously, they will be either out of the industry, or they will be working for the people who are growing exponentially.
Those who are growing or those who have dominated with AI. Love that. Love that. So Manoj, like I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna link everything like in the description so that people can reach out to you. And I think it was short time. I think we will definitely have part two. We will invite you again as well because it's a lot to learn from you. So how to reach out to you? Like what's the best
Yeah,
place?
you
Yeah.
can go to You can go to my website manujaggarwal.com or my LinkedIn. But one free resource we provide is called aimerge.live, and so it
Okay.
will actually give you a score on how well prepared you are for the AI revolution. So that's a very useful thing for people to understand where they stand.
Okay, awesome. Love it. Love it. Thank you again, for sharing everything with us. To the home service audience, those who are listening, I hope it was helpful. If you are not ready for AI, better be, because that's not the future. It's already there. You gotta start implementing. And shout out to, our sponsors, Grow Reviews and Broccoli. Thank you for all the love and support. And thank you, Manoj, for your time. We'll definitely invite you for the second episode. I think we have a lot to cover with you. So thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, and you have a wonderful week.